Oh my gosh, y'all. Hey, this is what I wore to work as a real estate agent. I just became a real estate agent. Tomorrow is my first official day as a real estate agent once I pay RVAR. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning in with me today. The topic of the day today is this: don't chase, attract, because they always come back. I don't know what's been happening. I don't know what vibrations and signals I've been putting out in the universe, but all of my old hoes are coming back. Guys who did me dirty, guys who were a-holes to me, but I was a lady. I maintained my composure. They're coming and crawling back and wanting me essentially to give them a second chance. And at first, when they had hurt my feelings, I wanted their validation. I wanted them to kind of like pull me back so I could feel important. Like I could feel like, oh my gosh, they still like me. But honestly, these dudes, who are they? Why am I seeking self-validation from them? And two, I didn't do anything. They just acted crazy and then they cut me off, or I had to cut them off. A lot of the time is me cutting them off. And look at them now, crawling back to me, and I haven't even done anything. And now that I have the power to talk to them or not talk to them, I'm choosing not to, although they come back, because you're magnetic. Your body, your frequency is magnetic. If you know within the relationship with someone that it was good, but it got messed up because of some outside circumstance or because of how they are, and you didn't freak out over them, you didn't act like a stereotypical, oh my gosh, why is he leaving? Why is he acting like that? You did your own thing. They're seeing you shine. They'll be back. They'll be back. Don't even worry about it, girl. And by the time that they come back, you're going to be so focused on you and the next level that you're on since you've been talking to them that you won't care, and you won't care about their validation anymore. This crazy guy, I won't say his name, he's a psychiatrist, so he thinks that he knows everybody since he's a shrink and he helps people feel better. He just feels like he knows your whole personality after talking to you for 5 minutes. We ended up breaking it off. Well, it was my fault. I ended up calling him the wrong name in text, not in real life. So we had a wonderful dinner together the day before, and I had gotten a hotel after our dinner, and he saw me off, and he was texting me. He was like, yeah, so I hope you're feeling comfortable in the hotel. I'm like, yeah, I am, David. And his name is not David. It is totally the other way on the alphabet. And he got so mad at me, being like, wow, you don't give me enough affection, and on top of that, I just feel like another number in your roster. How many guys are you talking to? This and that. And he's an Aries, so his anger even through text was kind of explosive. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I kind of wanted to keep him around because he's a spender, he's generous, he got a good bag. I mean, although he's a little crazy, he'd be a fun time sometimes, but that didn't work out because of me. But he freaked out on me, and he had given me a second chance. But the whole time, we would go and have conversations online, and then he would just not say anything. He wouldn't smile. He'd just look at me and just stare at me. And I'm like, this is weird. So after 2 times of that, I was like, yeah, I don't feel like we have a spark anymore like before. And he's like, yeah, I agree. Then he took me off the friends and families of his iTunes because he had given it to me so I could listen to some music he had sent me. And he didn't talk to me again. Then I'm going on Bumble. I match with him because I'm like, okay, let's see if it will happen. And then he matches with me back. So I end up sending him the first message because it's Bumble, like, hey, what's up? And then he's like, hey, how are you? Did you miss me? And I was like, of course not, in my head, but I was like, maybe. How can we ask if I missed you? And he's just like, yeah, because of last time, everything that happened. I'm like, yeah. Anyways, he sent me this long message about how he wants to still be with me, but he has a partner, so it would be some polyamorous thing, or we could just be friends. And I'm just kind of like, nah. Like all of that happened in the past, it just kind of turned me off from you. So, no. So the first thing to remember is this: they'll always come back. Don't chase, always attract. They'll always come back. Always, 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 always. Because you know what you have to offer. And what you have to offer is good. And then number 2, when they do come back, don't be tempted and do it again. You'll get burned. A lot of the time, people don't change that much. So if they're calling you back in the same sorts of ways, you realize they haven't changed that much. If they burn you, this time it will sting way more, because first time is shame on you. Second time is shame on me. And shame on me feels really, 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 really not good. So yeah. Anyways, a recap of what I'm saying is, again, the sperm swims to the egg. Do not chase these men. Do not chase these hoes. They will come back if they're meant to come back. Your vibe is lit. You don't need them anyway, but you like men. But just know they will come back. And when they do come back, you have the choice to go back to that same person if they're the same, or just continue doing you, leveling up, and finding a guy who's going to appreciate you the first time that they come in contact with you, and just, yeah, everything. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Let's talk soon. Bye.